So it seems like people are saying that either this movie is an original science fiction masterpiece, or that it's off its rocker and just way too bizarre for its own good. So what's the actual verdict here? I got a chance to see it last night. Let's talk about it. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is the latest film from director Gore Verbinski, starring Sam Rockwell, and it's about a man from the future who arrives at a diner in Los Angeles where he must recruit the precise combination of disgruntled patrons to join him on a one-night, six-block quest to save the world from the terminal threat of a rogue artificial intelligence. And yeah, the story is absolutely as batshit crazy and wild as it sounds, but as someone who loves when sci-fi is allowed to get super weird and swing for the fences, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't really looking forward to this one. And to add to my anticipation a little bit here, this movie is directed by Gore Verbinski, who hasn't even made a movie in the last like 10 years, but he's done films that I really enjoyed, like The Ring, Rango, those first few Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And as someone who thinks Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best movie of all time, I don't say this lightly. I think that first Pirates movie, The Curse of the Black Pearl, is like the defining adventure film of my generation's younger years. It absolutely slaps. So take his craft from behind the camera and add in Sam Rockwell, who has to play an annoying time traveler who's running out of time on his quest to save the human race from AI. And this is one of the easiest movies for me to buy into in a little while. So, does Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die actually bring the heat? Well, I don't think it ends up tying up all of its loose ends as cleanly as it could have, which sometimes ends up being a problem in all of these time travel movies, but it's a lot of fun, it's a total wild ride, and it does a good job acting as a crazy sci-fi cautionary tale that stands on its own 2 feet. When it comes to the bonkers story we've got in front of us here with this one, it kind of hit me at an interesting time because these last few months I've been making a big time effort to disconnect, stop using social media, don't utilize artificial intelligence. I mean, I've been reading a lot, I've been going backwards and doing a ton of retro gaming, but I'm pretty much just down in general anytime we're trying to overthrow our AI masters. And this whole thing already feels like one big Black Mirror episode already, but what's cool about the narrative here is that you get to peel back the curtain and learn a lot more through flashbacks and background info about a lot of these characters that Sam Rockwell is recruiting onto his team, and all of those feel like little mini Black Mirror episodes inside this big Black Mirror episode. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it doesn't get a little too zany and out there for its own good, and it might lose some people along the way because of that, but the dialogue is good, the character development is good, and you kind of just have to admire the ambition of it all. If you're a sci-fi fan, you will enjoy your time with this one. At some points, it even reminded me of my experience of watching like Burn After Reading from the Coen brothers, where I'm just sitting there being like, okay, not really sure what you wanted me to get from that, but I'm entertained. So just make sure you know that going in, that some scenes seem like they're in here just to be bizarre, and that's fine. But this is a well put together cautionary tale at the end of the day. When it comes to the performances in this film, Sam Rockwell is obviously the big draw here, and he is just so good at playing these like quirky ringleader characters. He's getting to a point in his career where I would have no problem just watching him read the phone book, honestly. He always just plays so well within a big ensemble. It really feels like you can just insert him into any group and he'll get you something good out of it. And there are some other well-respected actors within this project. I mean, Zazie Beetz and Michael Pena are in here too. I think they are the two actors that are probably the most underutilized in my opinion, but there are some other people here stealing the show along with Rockwell. The core of this story really centers around the trio of Sam Rockwell, Haley Lou Richardson, and Juno Temple. Haley Lou Richardson is someone that I'd already seen on The White Lotus, appreciated what she did there, that was good work. Juno Temple is someone that I was never really a fan of before this, but I gotta admit, she kind of won me over here with this one. All of their acting within their own little solo Black Mirror type of episode backgrounds is super solid, and they fully commit to the madness in the bit here. When it comes to the visuals littered throughout this film, I haven't had a movie make me feel like I was on drugs as much as this one in a little while now. I mean, it probably shows a pretty good depiction of what it would look like if someone went up and fought the evil forces of AI. I guess I don't really know what that would look like. But there's stuff from TikTok in here, there's stuff from Instagram in here, pretty much any kind of brain rot content you could imagine is put to good use in here. And I mean, it's done effectively because it makes you feel dumb for engaging with that type of content in your everyday life. It's used to great effect in here. And let's not forget, this is a movie directed by Gore Verbinski. So even though there's animated monstrosities and ridiculous brain rot content being shown on the movie, there are still some beautiful beautiful, breathtaking shots and visuals in here. Now, don't get me wrong, it still looks and feels and is a lot more low budget than his usual endeavors in Hollywood, but this movie uses its money really well when it needs to, and his eye and expertise really goes a long way in adding a ton to the entertainment factor of this film. Overall, guys, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is an absolutely wild ride and is probably the weirdest film that I've seen in the last couple of years. When it comes to its wacky sci-fi premise, it really goes for it, and you have to just respect the full commitment to seeing this journey all the way through. I don't know that it all perfectly ties everything together in a little bow by the end, and it might be too bizarre for some moviegoers, but the direction from Gore Verbinski, the performances from our three main characters, and the timely, ridiculous manner of it all will leave you satisfied even if you're still a little bit confused by the end of it. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die gets a Sully score of 3.5 stars. So that's my review of the latest big sci-fi film. What's a sci-fi film that you think is super underrated that you keep recommending to people? I'm gonna go with Upgrade from Lee Winnell, but let me know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys at the next one.